Hello, hello, hello. Hello, outside world. Here is Miguel on the radio on IMI Radio, the 1st of July. 1st of July 2026. It's a pleasure to be here. We are live now. Unbelievable. In a heat wave in Poland. 40 degrees. The time we were all been waiting for. The hottest week of the year. And me coming from Brazil, I feel at home. I feel that this is my habitat. I feel that this is my kind of weather. It brings me nostalgia, and somehow I enjoy it. I know it's not going to last, but it is fantastic. I am having a good time. Heat wave in Poland. Well, the hottest day in the past 100 years was last Sunday, and it's interesting. It's a contrast from long, cold, gray nights to warm, hot summer evenings. So for me, it is the best time of the year. What do you think? How are you dealing with the heat? What are you doing? Are you hiding at home in your basement? Did you move your bed to your basement to sleep down there? You just took away all your glass jars and moved to the basement. Every Polish household has a basement, and it's very cool down there. Is that where you're hiding? Um, yeah, I think for a long time, I I've been wondering what is it gonna get warm? And here we go. Some people have been asking, and your wishes come true. If you're asking yourself, where is summer? Summer is here, and summer is magical. I want to do a comparison. I want to tell you more or less what is the difference between summer here and summer in a tropical country, summer in a country like Brazil. How does it work? Is it hot all the time? No, it's not. Um, so at this time of the now, it's the coldest time of the year in Brazil, and everybody's freezing there. Everyone is just sleeping with 3 4 blankets because the apartments and the structures, the houses, they don't have insulation. They don't have triple glass at the windows. They don't have any heating system. So people are literally freezing. It's colder inside houses than outside. And it's humid. Tropical winter is really bad. The humidity, the wind, the rain. Yeah, I'm not sure I prefer Polish winters, but honestly, um, Brazil is a big country. Yeah? So if you go down south, you will find a very European-like winter, a very European mild winter, +8. I think 8 degrees is the coldest I've ever experienced in Brazil, +8, and I think that it's a spring day here. Yeah. Um, Seasons are different. How we have holidays is also different. So imagine having Christmas with 30 degrees, 27 degrees, very hot Christmas Eves, going to the beach to swim in New Year's Eve, and is and it's hotter even, 35 degrees. Think about the opposite, the upside down. That's what Brazil is about. Weather like, perhaps even culture like. How does the weather affect a culture? There's a problem with every country in South America. When is summer in South America? That's the time of the year where the sun is closest to Earth, January and everything, and the sun is very dangerous. So sunburns and skin cancer and so forth when the sun is so close and you are outside most of the time, and you go to the beach January in Brazil, you better be careful. You better watch out for the sun because you're gonna get burned very quickly. And here I notice I can spend hours in the lake wearing, minimum sunscreen, and I'm all right. And I survive, and I'm okay. So yeah, the sun, just because of the seasons, the sun position in the cosmos affects how you perceive the sun. The sun can be dangerous, extremely dangerous in some places in South America. To be careful where you go, what time. So among all the dangers, you can get a mosquito bite that can kill you. You can get robbed and shot, and the sun can burn you. So life is much more extreme, wild, ruthless in South American countries. But that translates to the people. People are ruthless. People are hardworking, dream chasers. They are focus and survival. It's every day. Every day is there. Survival against the elements, against nature. I'm going to check one thing. Just 1 second. Let's I think the radio is offline. I think I've been talking to no one for the past 10 minutes. Does that feel right? It doesn't. No. Well, it's nice talking to myself, having an argument, debating alone with absolutely no one to hear me. There's 0 people. I think there's a problem on the radio. Let's go to the IMI Radio. IMI Radio. And let's see if I can hear myself. No, the radio is offline. The radio is offline. What do we do in those situations? We sing because no one can hear us. We sing because we are alone. We sing because it's so hot and sweaty. We sing because there's something wrong. Where are everyone? No one is here. The radio is offline. And I have fear. Da 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 da. Is it on? Is it on? No. No way, Jose. Someone moving a cursor here? Someone moving a line? No. Is someone typing something? Zurtan nagrywasz? I don't speak Polish. I don't speak Polish. I'm sorry. The radio is off, and I'm alive over the world. What should I do, Zurtan? Save this show. Da 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 ba da da, do da ba dee ba da bo. The radio is offline. Mikowski. Why the radio is offline? No one knows. Why the radio is offline? Tell me, my friend, what is going to happen today? We are still offline, and I cannot stop singing the words. The rainbow is where we all belong. Michal, help me, please. Go back with my show. Go back with my show. I was talking about the weather. I was discussing the contrast between South America. Now I was talking alone, and I don't want this to go this way. Can please 100 people listen to my show? Oh, can please someone help me get across? Do you know what at times something is wrong? Yes. Do you have any idea what may happen? I don't know. A friend wrote me that she can't hear the show. So, what are we going to do? I don't know her name. What's her name? I don't remember her name. Zuja. It's Zuja. Her name is Zuja. Zuja, please help me get back online, get back on track, get back on my radio show. Because it's once a week. Because it's once a week. Once a week, I come here and talk about some crazy things, some different topics, some interviews. Talking about myself singing on the radio. Talking about myself singing all alone. Talking about myself singing on the radio. Talking about myself, where should we go? What should I do? I'll put a song on. Hope it plays. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what are the technical issues. I would, if I were in the radio, I would restart the computer. Right. So I have to go. I think I have to restart the computer. I can do that. Let's try. Okay, we are recording. Oh my goodness, it's the heat. I think it's the heat. I think it's because it's 40 degrees in I'm so sorry. First of all, I think it's because it's 40 degrees, and no one knows. The computer is not used to that. The computer doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know how to deal with this temperature. So that's why we were offline. We were offline for the past 20 minutes. I was talking about different things. I was singing for a while, waiting for us to be back on the radio. And now we are back on the radio. Thank you so much for putting us back. Now we have amazing people listening to us all over the world. And I'm Miguel, and this is Miguel on the radio, the 1st of July. We had a very bumpy start, but let's go back on track. I was saying that the computer doesn't know what to do with the temperature because it's the hottest week of the year. it's way too hot, and the computer, it just gets confused. Yeah, it never happens, so it doesn't know what to do. It just gets too hot, and the radio goes off. And people do not know what to do. I don't know what to do to cope with this weather. Should I move to the basement? I don't know. Basements, they are okay at the moment. Should I take away all the glass jars, put my bed in the basement, and just be cool down there? If you don't know how to deal with the weather, you're not alone. We forget what to do when the weather is it's so hot. We forget what to do when summer comes, and if summer is finally here. Last Sunday was the hottest day of the year, and I somehow enjoyed it. It feels nostalgic to me. It feels like I'm at home somehow. Coming from a tropical country myself, this is my habitat. I remember. This is where I grew up, and every day hot. Winter, it rains a lot, but it's still hot in most parts of the country. Anyway, how are you dealing with the heat wave? It's not just Poland, all over Europe. It is unusual. But winter was too long and cold, so now we value a little bit more what's going on. Talking about Brazil, now it's winter there. Now the coldest days of in Brazil, people often complain it's too hot. And Poland just waits months and months and months for summer. Which country do you think appreciates sunshine more? I think summer means completely different things depending on where you grew up. If you have 4 seasons in Europe, here, Poland, we have 4 distinct seasons. People plan their year around the weather. Long winters make summer feel special. In Brazil, on the other hand, it's a huge country, so it has huge climate differences. The tropical north and subtropical south. Most Brazilians have never seen snow. Heat waves in Poland, 30 degrees feels extreme. Many homes still don't have air conditioning. Public transport and trains can become uncomfortable. Brazil, 35 and 40 degrees is normal in many cities. So people adapt by slowing down, drinking water, and seeking shade, yeah? How does your city cope with this extreme heat? How here in Warsaw, I see people, the municipality giving water, putting more fountains, putting sprinklers everywhere, and getting people cool off. Yeah, I do events, so I do comedy events, and we moved outside, so we are doing comedy shows under the stars in the warm summer nights, and that's how we are coping with the weather. But it changes holidays and vacations. Yeah, in Poland, summer holidays, people go to the Baltic Sea and Mazuri. They go to Zakopane, the mountains. In Brazil, you can go to the beach all year round. Yeah, you can just. It's always summer, basically. And our summer holidays around Christmas and New Year's. This is our summer holidays. And Carnival also influences travel. Carnival is in February, and it's still very hot. So now it's extremely cold in some parts of Brazil. And when I say extremely cold, I mean the humid winter of +8 degrees. That's extremely cold for us. And I believe the weather affects so much our lifestyle. It just changes completely. Poland in summer, the parks are full, have beer gardens, cycling, outdoor festivals. Everyone stays outside until late. In Brazil, outdoor life happens all year round. It's people do not need to protect themselves from cold inside, because inside sometimes it's colder than outside. Apartments, houses, they don't have any heating, triple glass, and the windows. They don't have any type of insulation on the walls. So yeah, even when it's a little bit colder, people are still outside. Barbecues, beach volleyball, football in parks, street life. If it wasn't so hot in Brazil, maybe there will be no gangs. Maybe the cartels came out of all year round summer. There you go. Food for thought. Food and drinks. In Poland, now it's people cold beer. They are enjoying ice cream outside. You see strawberries and cherries everywhere. You go to grill kielbasa and enjoy, sit down outside. In Brazil, coconut water, açaí. We have a lot of sugarcane juice, fresh tropical fruits, and barbecue. In a swimming pool with family and friends. That's more or less how we deal with summer. And sometimes all year round. And of course, if Brazilians with the clothing as well, Brazilians after they laugh when Europeans wear shorts at 22 degrees. Yeah, Polish people may think +20 is beach weather, but no one in Brazil goes, to the beach if it's 19 to 18 degrees. People really go to the beach when it's +30 degrees, and then you cannot find a space to sit. So summer events, when you talk about music festivals and outdoor cinemas, comedy in parks and markets and street performances, this is what we're doing now. So here now in Warsaw, we are focusing in organizing events, more and more events outside. We are doing our international comedy festival coming up soon. It's called Impact Fest. We'll be doing more events in the streets, and that's exciting. I remember a lot growing up, like summer was always very family oriented, yeah. So December, January, so 1 week, 2 weeks before Christmas, in December we start summer break, and usually you slow down, spend Christmas with the family, travel to see your uncles and cousins and New Year's and maybe go to the beach or something for January, and then February is when you go back to school. And usually I always went back to school in my birthday. So usually the first day of school is the first week of February. And it was always my birthday when I had to go back to school after summer break. And school starts, and a few weeks after we have Carnival, and then the country stops doing everything to go dancing outside because the weather is still nice. And then March, it rains. So March is the raining month to close all those days of 40 degrees. March just rains the whole month of March. And when I talk about rain, I don't think it rains like that in Poland. I'm talking about torrential rain. It's a kind of rain that I haven't seen around these parts, with thunders and tropical rain. It's something really unusual, I think, interesting. It's very heavy, raining ice, rocks, monkeys, raining crazy things. Raining, tropical rain is really something to experience. And then April, May, mild weather. Coming June, July, winter. Winter, wet, where you sleep with 3-4 blankets. And yes, if you go to the south, you will have a very perhaps European experience. But I believe that you never get that cold, and it's sunny. So I'm happy. Honestly, I sweating, melting, a lot of weather related good things. I think people are in a better mood. Maybe people are making more mistakes, but because I think it's harder to think when it's so hot. But people are more distracted, perhaps. But it's temporary. Come on, it's not gonna be like this. Maybe 1 week more, and then we are back to autumn. It's just passing by. It's impermanent. Let's enjoy while we can. How are you enjoying summer? I have been to the lakes. Have been spending the evenings outside, going to the parks, just enjoying time outside as much as possible. And I believe that is going to pass fast. Now, we're going to hear a song, and we'll be right back after 2 minutes.
Well, in 1941, a happy father had a son, and by 1944, the father walked right out the door, and in 45, the mom and son were still alive, but who could tell in 40 36 if the two were to survive. The years went passing quickly, but not fast enough for him. So he closed his eyes till 55, then he opened them up again. And when he looked around, he saw a clown, and the clown seemed very gay. And he said, I'd like to join that circus clown and run away. Do do do, la dee dee, la da 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 dum, dee da da. Oh do do, la dee dee, la da 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 dum, dee da da. Da dum da 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 da, da dum da da. Da da dun da dun da dun da do 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 da dun da dun do 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 da da dun do do do. Well, they followed every railroad track and every highway sign, and he had a girl in each new town and the towns he left behind. And the open road was the only road he knew. But the color of his dream was slowly turning into blue. And then he met a girl, the kind of girl he'd wanted all his life. She was soft and kind and good to him, so he took her for his wife. And then they got a house not far from town, and in a little while the girl had seen the doctor, and she came home with a smile. Now in 1961, a happy father had a son. And by 1964, the father walked right out the door. And in 65, the mom and son were still around. But what will happen to the boy, or when the circus comes to town? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
And we're back. We're back. We are back with the childhood memories. What summer means to you? Swimming, visiting grandparents, camping, ice cream from the neighborhood shop. What did summer mean growing up to you? To me was always the best time of the year. Just walking barefoot and running around and climbing trees, eating mango from a tree and getting lost. Learning how to ride a bike. Going to the park. Then cycling around the city. Imagine you as a child cycling around a 20 million people city. Crazy. Never camped as a child. Going to the beach. Yeah. Getting sunburns. The problem is January, South America, is the time of the year where the sun is closer to Earth. It's December, January. And that's where we are all outside in South America. And the sun is super strong and dangerous. So a lot of sunburns. I remember a lot of sunburns as a child. Getting burned, suffering, struggling, sleepless nights, red, like a shrimp. That's what I remember. Let's hydrate. Climate change. What do you think about global warming? Summer feels hotter than before. Do we have more frequent heat waves? always unpredictable storms, and the cities are trying to adapt. I always receive a message on my phone, uwaga, uwaga, the world is about to end, seek shelter. Uwaga, uwaga. There's an asteroid coming. The world is about to explode. Those messages are a little bit exaggerated. Stop sending me SMSs, please. I don't know who is it. It's someone that it's very dramatic. Is it a computer? I don't know. I keep receiving these SMSs and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm going to block it. Uwaga, uwaga. It's windy outside. That's not a problem to me, okay? Stop sending me messages. It's nice to walk around barefoot. Nice and grounded. I've been waking up too hot. I need to get air conditioning, a fan, mosquitoes. At least mosquitoes cannot kill you in Poland, which is good. Have some mosquitoes problem. Nature. I mean, it's possible to escape. It's possible to go to nature here. This is nice. It's not a city that is just a concrete jungle, yeah? Are you waiting for a nice festival? What's the biggest festival in summer happening in Poland that people from all over the world come? When I think about festivals, I kind of struggle to understand a few things and you know, especially musical festivals. I'm organizing a festival this year. The thing about it's very intense, yeah. So you have 3 days, maybe more, and music plays from whatever to whatever, and you don't sleep, and you eat poorly. Some people camp, and it's too hot in the tent, and they're sound checking in the morning, and it wake you up. You are sleeping beside hundreds of people, strangers, and you shower in a toy. So it is it's hard to understand festivals. I think after 30 you start thinking like, you know, the curtains fall and reveal what the festival is about, yeah. It can be in way too intense for, depending on the festival, the structure. Musical festivals, they tend to be really health hazards, I would say. Be careful. You're there just going from show to show, and everyone just no one knows who's playing. People just wait for the evening performances, and you know, yeah, too much dust. Some festivals are in the middle of the desert. Yeah, festivals too much after a certain age. So for this year, we're doing September, where the weather is not that hot. People have accommodation proper. No one's camping. And shows, they start only from the afternoon, so you can sleep till late. The last show is at midnight, maximum 1 a.m. So I don't see it as a health hazard. But musical festivals, my goodness, some of them are you age 10 years in those. It's crazy. What else? I think I have to go. I'm hosting a comedy writing club for people to write jokes together, and I'm also doing some comedy mentoring. So, following the comedian path, it was a pleasure. Even if I talked for 20 minutes to no one, it was nice to be here with you guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you had a good time. This was Miguel on the radio, the 1st of July of 2026, the hottest week of the year. I hope you enjoy. Keep it cool. Keep it chill. Have fun, because it's not going to last long. As everything, this is impermanent. Yeah. And that was the message, guys. Thank you. Next week, we're going to have a guest, and it's going to be amazing. So don't miss it. Next Wednesday, 5 p.m., I'll be back.